In this video, we're going to take a look at the Internet Cashbook bank statement mapping. So the system uses the mapping configured in the Bank Statement Mapping tab to interpret the CSV file correctly. This mapping tells the system which columns in the file correspond to which fields in the cashbook and what format the data is in. Very important, the file must be in a CSV format, as other formats are not supported. So this setup typically only needs to be done once per bank account, and a standard setup will look like this. You can pause the video to see more detail. So we have Absa, FNB, Mercantile, Nedbank, and Standard Bank. So let's go through what some of these fields mean. First up, we have the header rows. So in the header rows field, enter the number of rows that appear above the first transaction in the CSV file. That means if you are able to see, for example, that this is the first transaction, anything above it will be header rows. So as we can see here, we have 1, 2, 3 header rows, and that is then the number of rows we need to enter into header rows. Then we have trailer rows. So in the trailer rows field, enter the number of rows that appear below the last transaction in the file. If I look at my file and I go to the last transaction, I can see that there is one trailer row. That means I'm going to enter 1 into the trailer row field. Then we have the date column. So in the date field number, enter the column number from the left-hand side that contains the transaction date. In my file, I can see that it is column number 2 that contains the transaction dates. That means I'm going to enter the number 2 in the date field number field. Then we have the description column. In the description field number, enter the column number that contains the transaction description. In my file, I can see the transaction description is in column number 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that means I'm going to enter 6 into the description field number. Then we have the amount column. So in the amount field number, enter the column number that contains the transaction amounts. So in my file, I can see that the column that contains the amounts is column 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to enter 4 into the amount field. Then we have the date format. So you need to select the date format exactly as it appears in your CSV file. This is the date format that I'm looking at. So it's 2025-07-02. That means I need to select the date format exactly as it is there. Once I have set my bank statement import file mapping, I'm going to click on Save at the bottom of the screen.